A reading from the Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 9, verses 9 to 13. As Jesus passed by, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the customs post. He said to him, "Follow me." And he got up and followed him. While he was at table in his house, many tax collectors and sinners came and sat with Jesus and his disciples. The Pharisees saw this and said to his disciples, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" He heard this and said, "Those who are well do not need a physician, but the sick do. Go and learn the meaning of the words, 'I desire mercy, not sacrifice.' I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners."
Matthew was a publican, namely a tax collector on behalf of the Roman Empire, and for this reason was considered a public sinner. But Jesus calls Matthew to follow him and to become his disciple. Matthew accepts and invites Jesus along with the disciples to have dinner at his house. Thus an argument arises between the Pharisees and the disciples of Jesus over the fact that the latter sit at the table with tax collectors and sinners. "You cannot go to these people's homes," they said. Jesus does not stay away from them, but instead goes to their houses and sits beside them. This means that they too can become his disciples. It is likewise true that being Christian does not render us flawless. Like Matthew, the tax collector, each of us trusts in the grace of the Lord regardless of our sins. We are all sinners. We have all sinned. By calling Matthew, Jesus shows sinners that he does not look at their past, at their social status, at external conventions, but rather, he opens a new future to them. I once heard a beautiful saying, "There is no saint without a past, nor a sinner without a future." This is what Jesus does. There is no saint without a past, nor a sinner without a future. It is enough to respond to the call with a humble and sincere heart. The church is not a community of perfect people, but of disciples on a journey who follow the Lord because they know they are sinners and in need of his pardon.